Now I want to skip forward and talk about the Cratchit's house, which is the next place we go. So we get there, and they live in a little 4-roomed house, a tiny place, considering they have several children. Bob Cratchit's house is a kind of microcosm of that fullness we saw in the markets outside. We get this description of the food that they're preparing and all of the people inside of it. Peter Cratchit with his fork in a saucepan of potatoes. We've got 2 smaller Cratchits chasing each other around. People basking in luxurious thoughts of sage and onion. And their exalting master Peter Cratchit, this is one of the brothers, to the skies, while he, not proud, although his collars nearly choked him, blew the fire until the slow potatoes bubbling up knocked loudly at the saucepan lid to be let out and peeled. So you've got even the potatoes, which they're preparing in the pot, bubbling, right, and knocking up against the lid. Please let us out, and so that you can peel and eat us. Please eat me, right? This is the kind of fullness we have. Everybody knows the story of Oliver Twist, who says at the beginning of that Dickens novel, "Please, sir, may I have some more?" These potatoes are saying, "Please, sir, eat us." This is a kind of little, again, strange and attractive image of what this whole book is about, that reality itself is a gift that is giving itself to us at all times, even and especially to the poor here, right? Partially because they appreciate the gift better because they have less. And it's there for those who have eyes to see. These are things that Scrooge has been closed to, but is having to learn how to hear now. Now Martha comes in and they're waiting for Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim. He comes in with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, and Tiny Tim's crutch and his limbs supported by an iron frame. The one thing that I wanted to point out about the Cratchits before we go any further is that they're all here and present to one another. They're interested in Martha. When she comes home, they receive her. Then she's going to hide and play a game on her father when he comes in. And then he comes in saying, "Where's Martha?" And then they're looking for each other. They're finding each other. Everything is a complex interaction. This is just normal family stuff. But it's not normal for Scrooge. There's this reciprocity of presence where they're giving themselves to each other and receiving and making their gift in response. And again, very normal stuff. This is what love does. But these are things that Scrooge has to be schooled in, that he has to be drawn out into so that he can learn how to do it again. Let's skip forward after dinner. They're pulling out some kind of hot punch drink, and they're drinking it all together out of 3 little cups that they have. These held the hot stuff from the jug, however, as well as golden goblets would have done, and Bob served it out with beaming looks, while the chestnuts on the fire sputtered and crackled noisily. Then Bob proposed, "A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us," which all the family re-echoed. "God bless us, everyone," said Tiny Tim, the last of all. Famous line, right? And this is famous for a reason, because this really is at the heart of the novel in some ways. It's being grateful for the gift of little things that you don't deserve, and returning thanks, returning your own little gift, which also isn't worth anything, but is what you're called to give, right? That's what Tiny Tim is doing. That's what Bob is doing. That's what this whole little family is doing.